a good day to card fighters. This is Vanguard Kitty reporting from supposedly my own separate channel now from Doki Doki Cardfight Club. And I will just say there is a ton of backlog videos that I have to just upload to the solo channel with just, good old commentary. And it's just a small intro of some sorts to just get things started out. And I will just say these matches happen between mostly like 99% between me and my friend at school, which he, at this point in time, only uses Magnolia Elder. So you're gonna see only myself using my different decks against his Magnolia Elder. And without further ado, let's move on to the first of these backlog videos. Enjoy! Okay, so with that out of the way, now we're gonna moving on to the actual match here. Now, this is me using a Revolt Ezel deck after Coco herself got revealed at this time of week. Now I think I willingly went second here because knowing what Mag Elders can do here, it wouldn't really matter for me personally at the time because, I know I could handle Elder here. Now we're gonna move on to grade 1 here to my friend, and unfortunately he doesn't have an order to ditch, which ended up him having mostly like a vanilla grade 1 and 2 turn with not being able to do much. Now there's me moving on to grade 1 now, riding to Gareth there, and actually ditching a Bradyarch, the Festival Collection Dragon that basically doesn't let me minus too much. Now we're gonna drive check a Azultus here, and my friend loses a Ginosula, unfortunately. Now we're gonna move on to grade 2 here. And like before, he doesn't have orders to get back to hand, so he's just riding up here like nothing happens. But I think he decides here to do a rush turn with me using Panthera here. And now his build was based off of a I would say at this point in time outdated Magnolia Elder with Panthera still being used, and now he's gonna swing. I will take it, and unfortunately he crit sacks, but I did check 2 defensives there, like heal and I draw. It just puts me at 28. Now we're gonna move on to my grade 2 turn, soon to be grade 3, because Ezel just superior rides when I get the chance. Now we're gonna move on to my grade 2. We're gonna charge 3 there for energy, since we're at DivineZ now. And I think I did have a second Bradyarch here, because I'm gonna ditch a second Bradyarch to ride to Beaumain. So we're gonna use the first Bradyarch I ditched initially to get the one I also ditched there. Now we're gonna use the on place here to search an order with Garrett's skill. Now we're gonna, I did some sort of an unconventional play here because I thought it was a bit silly. Because you'll see here. Now after getting the order there, with excuse me, we're gonna actually call the Bradyarch we put back to hand because we're gonna for him to be able to use his secondary skill, which is Energy Blast, to remove him, he has to be on field or on drop, which I chose to use the skill again to Energy Blast 3, so I'm back at 0, I think, to get back the order. Now we're gonna use it to just in this point, I'm just gonna use it to just build up hand here. Because the next turn, I know my friend could easily superior ride to Elder since I'm already at grade 3. And some say I would be stupid to think about this, and I may be stupid, but spoilers from the future, my friend, he just couldn't see his pieces very well. You'll see why. Now we're gonna use the Silver Fang Witch to just draw 1 there, just boost and just attack just for a single turn. I'm not gonna multi-attack that much, so we're gonna check a Persona Ride, which is very good for me. And defensive front there, not gonna matter because I'm just gonna pass turn anyways. Now, moving on to first grade 3 turn for Magnolia here, and hopefully, I'm just gonna say here, he had the Jump Ride in hand, but none of the actual grade 4 to be able to get to grade 4 anyways. So, he's just gonna try to build his hand up here. And he's gonna call Inlet there, and he almost called over his Panthero because you need 4 to get the Soul In requirement to draw with Inlet, of course. Now he's gonna attack with Panthero here. He's gonna be, swinging first with Rear. He gets +5 because there's another copy of himself on the board, which is 9, I think 14? 14, yeah. Which is easily guardable with a heal there. Swing again for another 14. And we're actually going to take it, which we did check a defensive crit there. I'm just going to let him go for 1 to pass, because I can take it. And he does check a crit again, but I didn't die here. I was honestly nervous when he checked the crit, and if he checked another crit, I would have just been OTK right then and there, but thankfully no. And there's me checking 2 more triggers and healing back to 4 there. And I'm just saying that this trigger stacking just happened more on my damage zone more than my actual drive checks here. And he's gonna swing and miss with inlet here, just to get the draw. Now on to my turn there. We're gonna use Ezel's skill since I have 3 release units. We're gonna Soul Blast 1, check top 3, and call 1. And they go to bottom deck, folks. They go to bottom deck. Gotta remember that. Now we're gonna, I know I had a Persona Ride here. Yeah, we're gonna Persona Ride in this turn. Then I think I did have a second order in hand, hence why I did use the first one to not have too many dead cards in hand. Now we're gonna move on to build, we're gonna build our board here using the, I think my second, yeah, there's my second order. Preferably I wanted the Platinum Main Stallion here, but surprisingly Coco debuts right there. Now, Coco here can only be used in the baseline encounter decks because you cannot use her as Luward because her requirement needs you to not have a G-Zone, which does make her only usable in 5 decks, which is not that bad, unless of course, demand just surpasses the stocks when she's released, but she's very good. She checks top 2 if you put with the cost of putting a card from hand to soul, which is like kind of like the like her old version back in OG, and then a bit of from V there. And yeah, and the on place happens on any freaking face, which is very, very useful here in Ezel. And we're gonna call another second Coco there. And I will basically say here that Coco is the basically Sages and Doggo combined, because her second skill is continuous. If your opponent checks a trigger in any of a drive check or a damage check, she gains both 10k shield and 10k power. And there's me swinging with a Cadwalla there. And unfortunately, my friend loses his first of 4 elders there. Now we're gonna check the top 3 with Cadwalla skill and whiffs. But at least we get the draw. I honestly was debating if I wanted to run more grade 2s because this deck at the time had more grade 1s than grade 2s. We're gonna swing with the second Coco there for 31. Yep, I think it's for 31, yeah. It's because it's 23 plus 8, it is 31. Now, she doesn't get the plus 10k yet. I don't think my friend got any defensives here at all too. And damage checks nothing again, because we love whiffing. Now, we're gonna swing with Vanguard here, and use his skill to check top 7 to call to open rear guards. Emphasis on open rears. So we're gonna call in a Zoltus there, and another Silver Fang because we love plus into hand. Now I will say I made a massive misplay here of using a Zoltus here, because did I ever use I think I used his like skills twice without realizing I can only use one of each. And yeah, we'll see here, because I don't know if I did misplay or not, since we're gonna see here right then and there. Now we're gonna swing here and check crit. He did get PG'd, because of course he has to, is at 4. We're gonna give it to, no, I did not use, the skill twice mistakenly. We're gonna use, Azultus to just swing, and use his skill to bounce Dindrain back. Now the interaction here, I actually had to double check. Now, their synergy does work with Azultus second skill, which you can bounce Dindrain afterwards, but the order has to be, you have to proc Dindrain first, and you can proc Azultus skill, since it does happen end of battle. Now, it's gonna be bot deck, but Dindrain also goes back to hand, but it has to be on the specific order, like Dindrain first, and then Azultus. And we're gonna swing with the last attacker for 1 damage only. Now, let's see if my friend can top deck here. Unfortunately, he does not. And let's just say this is his do or die turn, because my hand is huge, I'm at 4 damage, and I'm more prone to check defensives here, and knowing Magnolia, he cannot do 6 attacks. And there's me showing my OT, which I drew off of Silver Fang, which could have been the saving grace for my friend's sake here. Now he's gonna use the energy here to, I think, no, he wasn't using Energy Blast 7 here, because Alvina Energy Blast 3 to get something back from drop, or no, he didn't use it because there was nothing in drop anyways. But at least Alvina still gets the plus 2k since he has 4 units on the board. But now Magnolia will swing for just 13, but knowing me, I'm just gonna OT to pass it, because maybe he could check it. Maybe or maybe not. So yeah, he's gonna be OT to pass. Panthera can still... Oh yeah, Panthera can't swing anyways. That's so sad. And yeah, there's nothing on the drive checks. And there was no point in even doing Magnolia's skill here, because 2 of his stuff cannot even hit. I'm at 13. And his stuff, only has grade 2s at the front. And Panthera doesn't gain 5k because there's not a copy of him. I was gonna swing for 20, I think. Then there's me double checking Genosula. He only works in the back row. Yikes. I was just gonna swing at me. I'm just gonna take it just for like a bit of pity for him. Then checking my third Coco there. He's actually gonna swing at my Silver Fang because he doesn't want me to just like try to retain some units there. But well, either way, I'm just gonna... That actually kind of helped because I just check top 3 again since I did have 3 less units. We're gonna get another Coco there. I gotta continue the top 3 because that would have been cheating. Now we're gonna use her skill again to put a card from hand to soul. Check top 2. Put 1 to hand. Put 1 either to the bottom or the top. I think either way, they're both normal units anyway. So yeah, because after here, I'm just gonna Persona Ride because remember, Ezel's skill happens before you ride, which is very good with Coco here. Which, like, there are instances where I have not seen a Persona Ride, but I have seen Coco in the top 3 with Ezel's first skill. And would you know, I would get a Persona Ride within the top 2 and just right there. She is really a you could say she is godsend in this deck. And there's the camera getting wanked a little bit, or what you could say, the camera moved it a little bit here because, well, this was filmed during during lunchtime at school, so you can expect awkward camera angles sometimes, but at least the camera is not zoomed in. But now my friend either has to OT here or heal twice if he wants to survive. And let's see, he's gonna take it. And no, that's no miracle heal. Yeah, that's for the first matchup here now, folks, and there will be more to come. I will say that already. Now this there will be more to come here, and hopefully I can get them done now. Now I hope y'all like this video. Feel free to just like, comment, and subscribe. And well, this is Vanguard Kitty signing out.